Welcome back to the Marketing Ninja Podcast with Manuel Suarez, CEO of attention-grabbing media and author of #1 bestseller, Marketing Magic.
6 years or so, there was a big boom with Facebook Messenger. I started getting a lot of messenger messages and it became like super popular. And we did some big marketing campaigns to generate leads because, you know, that's the play of the phrase, the money is in the list. So instead of money is in the list, he's saying money is in the DMs, right? Because the more you grow your list, the more revenue you can generate. Like, social media is not the end point. Social media is the starting point. You use social media to get attention, to then bring them into your list, to then sell them something, get them on a service. It should not be from social media to sell. It should be from social media to your list to then offer an opportunity for them to do business with you. So the real business, like in my case, you guys are all in my list. You get my emails, you get my text messages, you get communications from us. When you really believe in your product, in your service, when you really believe in your ability to help another person, you should not have a problem selling them something. Because I mean, if you guys just Google us, you're gonna have a tough time finding a negative review. We have worked with some of the biggest names out there, celebrities, 9-digit brands. We have a lot of success stories. I got a book that has been a bestseller for months in a row. So I am as real as they come. And when I offer you something, there might be some value there. Otherwise, people will come after me and attack me, and because that's just the way it is, right? So generally, you have to feel comfortable offering your products and services. And they call it selling. I call it a desire to impact, a desire to make a difference. It's the same thing at the end of the day, right? So social media is how you start the journey with somebody. A like, a follow, somebody watching a video, a message is the beginning of that journey with you. Then you gotta do some strategies, put together some effort, like what Jorge is just talking about right now, to get people to come into your list, whether that's a text message list, whether that's an email list. You wanna bring them in your world, because now you can start sending them emails with testimonials, success stories, case studies, what your offers are, how you change people's lives or improve whatever it is that they have going on. Or maybe you have art that you want to sell because you're an artist and you want to show what you're putting together, show them your process and so on. And eventually, some people will buy stuff from you. And that's the magic of building a business. That's what it really entails. So what he's talking about right now is something a little bit more like high level, but just know that there are tools out there. There's a tool which is called ManyChat, ManyChat. Well, it's just a tool. It integrates with your Instagram profile, and you can, it's a couple of things that you can press, few buttons, and then it connects with your profile. For example, this one is Natural Flame USA, and I tell it, hey, ManyChat, whenever somebody comments something on this post, send them a message on Instagram, on their DMs, direct message. If you're super old school, you might not know what a DM is. By the way, this is what we're here for. We're here to show you what's possible in the marketing world. We're doing these workshops so you understand what you don't know, so you can implement it and get yourself on a path to grow. That's why I put this place in here. So if this is a little overwhelming, just know that, hey, can you guys tell me where can I get more training on this? Or can I get a procedure for doing this? All of it is available. All of it. I mean, even ManyChat themselves, they have a big YouTube channel in which they educate on how to do these things. Because at the end of the day, they're a software. They're gonna make money if you are able to use the software. So they teach you how to use it. So you take that post and you say, ManyChat, whenever somebody comments on my post, can you please send them a DM and deliver this guide that I promised them? And then ManyChat says, okay, absolutely, yeah. So somebody comments, like they're commenting here nonstop, and then we send them a message and they become a contact in our world now. So now I took them out of social media and I'm building that next level of engagement, and I'm now able to send them emails and messages so the relationship keeps on nurturing. I can tell you one of the biggest mistakes. Raise your hand if you've done social media marketing before. Raise your hand. Okay. I can guarantee you that most of you have made one major mistake. It is the biggest mistake in the social media game. You have gone straight for the sell. You've gone straight for the sell. You try to generate a product. Raise your hand if you have done that before. That's okay. Like, I've done that before, right? Who's here is married? Raise your hand if you're married, okay? Imagine what would have happened, you boys, If you meet your future wife and you say, listen, baby, I got a place just for you and me tonight. On that first night, picture that for a second. Why do you feel that this is any different? It's not. You got to nurture, just like you had to nurture your partner. It took me a while, I'll tell you that much. Now I got 4 kids. I already won that game, right? I went too deep, right? But especially like, you know, in my culture, Latin American culture, you know, you gotta court your girl, right? Quite a bit. It's a whole process. And before you marry, you better go to the father and be like, I want to marry your wife. Would you let me have her, please? Right? Like
your daughter.
It's,
your daughter.
No, yeah. Hey, that's a different culture, all right? I'm not talking about that culture. Different one. Some other life or something, right? Like, but you go to. This is actually a very cool thing about that culture, particularly the Mexican culture. I'm from Puerto Rico. My wife is Mexican, but on that, it's a big deal still today. You go to the father of your girlfriend and you say, "I want to marry your wife." And this is, I want to marry your daughter, right? I want to marry your daughter. And not all kidding, like if you guys didn't know this, right, about this culture for real, right? Like even before your girlfriend finds out that you want to propose, you go to the father and you say, I'm going to propose. And if they say no, you're in a lot of trouble, all right? The dads usually, they got no choice, right? Because it's like whether I accept willingly or I'm gonna lose the relationship, right? But it's for real. Like this is something that is applicable to the gaming business. Like if you're doing advertising on social media, you should be doing advertising to court that potential customer of yours, to get them to fall in love with you before you actually go for the sale.
Hey, thanks for listening. If you enjoyed the podcast, go ahead, leave us a review and subscribe to tune in for future episodes. And if you're looking for a team that'll go above and beyond for you and your brand, go to talktoaninja.com today.